Let me start by asking you a question. How serious are you about your life? I'm not talking about a vague intention to succeed or a passing wish to improve. I'm talking about deep, unshakable commitment to live a life of purpose, impact, and fulfillment. Too often we live like we have unlimited time, don't we? We procrastinate, waste energy on things that don't matter, and let our dreams collect dust on the shelves of someday. But here's the truth. Someday is a thief. It steals your potential and leaves you with regret. So today I'm here to shake you out of that mindset and remind you that your life is precious and it's time to take it seriously. Let's break it down. Being serious with your life doesn't mean adopting a rigid, joyless demeanor or shutting out all forms of pleasure. Instead, it's about living with intentionality, purpose, and focus. To be serious about your life is to recognize its finite nature and the incredible potential it holds. It means asking yourself what truly matters and aligning your daily actions with that vision. Too often, people mistake seriousness for intensity or strictness. But it's not about perfection. It's about clarity. It's about defining what success, fulfillment, and happiness look like for you and pursuing them with unwavering commitment. When you are serious about your life, you stop living on autopilot. You stop letting circumstances dictate your path, and instead, you take the reins. You make deliberate choices about where you invest your time, energy, and attention. This doesn't mean you have to work tirelessly or sacrifice all leisure. It means you approach life with a sense of purpose, treating each day as an opportunity to move closer to your goals. You understand that time is your most valuable resource, and you refuse to waste it on things that don't align with your values and priorities. Part of being serious is taking the time to understand yourself deeply. What do you want? Why do you want it? What are the beliefs, habits, or fears that are holding you back? These are not easy questions to answer, but they are essential. Without this clarity, it's easy to get swept up in other people's expectations, chasing goals that don't truly resonate with you. Being serious means taking the time to reflect, to ask hard questions, and to create a vision for your life that feels authentically yours. It's about saying no to the distractions and pressures that pull you away from that vision, even when it's difficult. Being serious also means embracing responsibility. It's recognizing that you are the author of your story. Yes, life will throw challenges your way, some of them unexpected and unfair, but you understand that how you respond to those challenges defines your trajectory. You stop blaming others or external circumstances for your situation and instead ask yourself, what can I do to change this? How can I take control of my outcomes? This mindset isn't about ignoring obstacles. It's about facing them head on with courage and resourcefulness. Another aspect of seriousness is discipline. It's the ability to stick to your commitments even when motivation wanes. Dreams without action are empty, and action without consistency leads nowhere. When you're serious about your life, you cultivate habits that support your goals and eliminate those that hinder your progress. You don't wait for inspiration to strike, you take action, knowing that progress often comes from persistence, not perfection. Ultimately, being serious about your life is an act of self-respect. It's about honoring the gift of your existence by striving to make the most of it. It's about balancing ambition with gratitude, drive with compassion, and success with meaning. When you live this way, you not only transform your life, but also inspire others to do the same. Waiting for the perfect moment is one of the biggest traps that keeps people stuck in a cycle of procrastination and unfulfilled potential. It's a seductive lie we tell ourselves that tomorrow or next week or some unspecified time in the future, conditions will align just right and we'll finally be ready to take action. But here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Life is messy, unpredictable, and full of challenges. But if you're waiting for everything to be ideal, you'll be waiting forever. What separates those who succeed from those who don't isn't the timing of their actions. It's their willingness to start, even when the conditions are far from perfect. The idea of waiting for a perfect moment often stems from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. We convince ourselves that if we wait just a little longer, until we're more prepared, until we have more resources, until we feel more confident, we'll increase our chances of success. But this mindset only leads to stagnation. The longer you wait, the more daunting the task becomes, and the more likely you are to talk yourself out of it entirely. Growth doesn't come from waiting. It comes from stepping into discomfort, taking risks, and learning as you go. Starting now with what you have teaches you invaluable lessons that waiting never can. You'll make mistakes. Everyone does. But those mistakes are opportunities to grow, refine your approach, and build resilience. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Each small step forward brings clarity, helping you adjust your path and move closer to your goals. Waiting, on the other hand, keeps you in a state of paralysis, where fear and doubt grow stronger with each passing day. Another problem with waiting for the perfect moment is that life rarely goes according to plan. There will always be obstacles, distractions, and unexpected challenges. If you can't act in less than ideal circumstances, you may never act at all. The reality is, most successful people didn't start with perfect conditions. They started where they were, with limited resources, and figured things out along the way. They had no choice but to get active and build fast. Quote, end quote. They didn't wait for the stars to align. They aligned themselves with their goals and took action despite the uncertainties. The perfect moment mindset also creates a false sense of security. It tricks you into believing that preparation and timing are more important than action and persistence. While preparation is valuable, over-preparing can easily turn into avoidance. There is a fine line between being ready and simply delaying out of fear. Taking imperfect action is far more powerful than spending years planning for a moment that may never come. Perfection is not a prerequisite for success. Progress is. The truth is, the best time to start is always now. No matter how unprepared or uncertain you feel, taking action today is better than waiting for a future that may never arrive. Time is your most finite resource, and every moment you spend waiting is a moment lost forever. The journey to your goals won't be smooth or predictable, but it's in the messy, imperfect process of doing that you discover your true potential. Taking ownership of your life is one of the most powerful and transformative decisions you can make. It means stepping away from the mindset of blame, excuses, and victimhood, and instead embracing full responsibility for your actions, your choices, and ultimately your outcomes. While external circumstances may influence your life, they do not define it. What defines your life is how you choose to respond to those circumstances, the effort you put in, and the mindset you cultivate. At its core, taking ownership begins with recognizing that you are the author of your story. Too often, people relinquish control of their lives to external factors, waiting for someone to rescue them, blaming others for their setbacks, or assuming that their environment is the sole determinant of their destiny. While life is undeniably unfair at times and challenges vary greatly from person to person, the truth is that dwelling on what's outside your control accomplishes nothing. Ownership means acknowledging where you are right now and understanding that while you may not be responsible for every challenge you face, you are 100% responsible for how you deal with them. When you take ownership, you stop making excuses. Excuses are easy. They give you a temporary sense of relief by shifting the burden elsewhere. But every excuse robs you of the opportunity to grow, to find solutions, and to create a better future. Ownership, on the other hand, forces you to confront reality. It means saying, this is my life, and I am accountable for what I do with it. It's not about self-blame or harsh judgment. It's about empowering yourself to take action, make changes, and create the outcomes you desire. Taking ownership also means being honest with yourself. It requires looking at your life and asking hard questions. Are you living in alignment with your goals and values? Are you putting in the effort required to achieve what you want? Or are you coasting through life and hoping things will somehow improve on their own? This kind of self-reflection can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Change begins with awareness, and awareness begins with honesty. Ownership is also about embracing the power of choice. Every day you are presented with countless choices, from the smallest decisions to the most significant ones. The sum of these choices shapes your life. When you take ownership, you stop acting out of habit or default and start making conscious, deliberate decisions. You recognize that even in situations where you feel stuck, you still have the power to choose your attitude, your actions, and your perspective. This is where your true power lies. not in controlling what happens to you, but in controlling how you respond. Taking ownership doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. It's okay to seek help, guidance, or support from others. The key difference is that when you take ownership, you approach these resources from a place of strength rather than dependency. You're not looking for someone to solve your problems for you. You're seeking tools and perspectives to help you solve them yourself. This mindset shift fosters resilience, confidence, and a deeper sense of self-reliance. Life will always present challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties, but taking ownership allows you to navigate these obstacles with purpose and determination. It empowers you to stop waiting for change to happen and start creating it yourself. Developing an action-oriented mindset is about shifting your focus from endless planning and overthinking to taking consistent, deliberate steps toward your goals. It's the understanding that progress is made not through perfect strategies, but through action, learning, and adaptation. Many people get stuck in the cycle of analysis paralysis, where they overanalyze every detail and wait for the perfect plan before starting. The truth is, perfection is an illusion, and the only way to move forward is by doing. An action-oriented mindset pushes you to embrace imperfection, take risks, and trust the process of growth through experience. The foundation of an action-related mindset is clarity. Before you can take meaningful action, you need to be clear about what you want to achieve and why it matters to you. This clarity acts as your compass, guiding your efforts and ensuring that your actions align with your larger vision. Without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to become distracted or overwhelmed by competing priorities. Once you've defined your goal, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. Big goals can feel intimidating, but when you break them into actionable tasks, they become more achievable and less daunting. A key aspect of being action-oriented is overcoming the fear of failure. Fear often holds people back, convincing them that they need to have everything figured out before taking the first step. But failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey to success. Each mistake or setback offers valuable lessons that help you refine your approach and improve. When you embrace the idea that failure is simply feedback, you become more willing to take risks and experiment, knowing that even if things don't go as planned, you're still moving forward and learning. Another essential element of this mindset is the ability to prioritize and eliminate distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in busyness, spending hours on tasks that feel productive but don't actually move you closer to your goals. An action-oriented mindset requires discipline to focus on what truly matters and say no to distractions, even when they're tempting. This means identifying your most important tasks each day and committing to completing them, regardless of how motivated or unmotivated you feel in the moment. Consistency is another cornerstone of an action-oriented mindset. It's not about taking massive action all at once and then burning out. It's about showing up every single day and making steady progress. Even small incremental actions add up over time, creating momentum that propels you forward. This consistency builds confidence and a sense of accomplishment, reinforcing the habit of taking action. Lastly, an action-oriented mindset thrives on adaptability. The path to your goals is rarely linear, and unexpected obstacles are inevitable. Instead of being discouraged or derailed by setbacks, view them as opportunities to adjust your strategy and try again. Flexibility and resilience are crucial traits of action-oriented individuals, as they allow you to keep moving forward no matter what challenges arise. By committing to action, embracing failure, prioritizing effectively, and remaining adaptable, you develop a mindset that drives progress and transforms goals into realities. This mindset is not just a skill, it's a way of life that empowers you to take control of your destiny and create meaningful results. Aligning your life with your purpose is about living in a way that reflects your deepest values, passions, and beliefs. It's the process of discovering what truly matters to you and shaping your decisions, actions, and goals around that central guiding principle. Too many people drift through life without a clear sense of purpose, chasing goals that society, family, or external pressures have set for them. While they may achieve success by conventional standards, they often feel unfulfilled, disconnected, or lost. Living with purpose brings clarity, direction, and meaning to your life, allowing you to make choices that resonate with who you truly are. The first step in aligning your life with your purpose is self-discovery. This requires introspection and a willingness to ask yourself profound questions. What drives you? What makes you feel alive? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? These questions can be challenging to answer because they force you to confront not only your dreams, but also your fears and limitations. However, this process of self-reflection is crucial. Without understanding your purpose, it's impossible to align your life with it. Purpose isn't always about grand achievements or lofty ideals. It can be as simple as contributing to others, creating beauty, or fostering connection. Social influence can actually become a great guarantee of your future. Once you have a clearer understanding of your purpose, the next step is to evaluate your current life. Are your actions, habits, and goals aligned with your values and passions, or are you spending your time and energy on things that don't truly matter to you? Misalignment often happens because people prioritize short-term comfort, external validation, or societal expectations over their own values. This can lead to a life that looks successful on the surface but feels empty inside. Aligning with your purpose means making intentional choices that prioritize long-term fulfillment over immediate gratification. Living a purpose-driven life often requires courage. It may mean stepping away from paths that no longer serve you, even if they feel familiar or safe. It may involve taking risks, facing uncertainty, or challenging conventional norms. This can be daunting, but it's also liberating. When you start living in alignment with your purpose, you experience a sense of authenticity and freedom that comes from being true to yourself. The rewards far outweigh the initial discomfort of change. Another essential aspect of aligning your life with your purpose is setting boundaries. Purpose acts as a filter, helping you distinguish between opportunities that support your vision and those that distract from it. Saying no to things that don't align with your purpose is not selfish, it's necessary. Every yes to something unaligned is a no to something meaningful. By setting boundaries, you create space to focus on what truly matters, ensuring that your energy is directed toward pursuits that fulfill you. Purpose also provides resilience during challenging times. When you're clear about your why, obstacles and setbacks become more manageable because you're driven by a deeper sense of meaning. Your purpose becomes a source of strength, guiding you through uncertainty and keeping you grounded when things get tough. It reminds you of the bigger picture and helps you stay motivated even in the face of adversity. Living in alignment with your purpose isn't about perfection or having all the answers. It's about progress and authenticity. It's about making choices that reflect who you are and the impact you want to create, and continually refining your path as you grow and evolve.